Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the House Podcast. They thought we wouldn't get this far, but we've proven them wrong, baby. Okay, we got a special episode. I'm joined by the Best. Hello, Best.
Hello.
He's here, and he knows a lot about today's topic because he's an absolute Giga Chad when it comes to this certain topic. We're talking about because a video of ours got highest views on the channel so far, so thank you. If you're listening to this and you're new to the channel and you watched the most recent video, I do believe by the time this comes out, the RPD new killer lady, thank you. Highest viewed video on the channel. It's not a lot, but very appreciative. So we're doing a Dead by Daylight themed episode. Let's go.
Whoa.
Best, what are your thoughts on Dead by Daylight? We've talked about Dead by Daylight a little bit before on the podcast, but what are your thoughts again, to reiterate?
Fun.
Best is a very sleepy boy. It's currently a little past 2 a.m. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to bring the vibes. Today's podcast topic is who is legitimately, in a real life situation, if we were in Dead by Daylight, who's the freaking spookiest? Who's the spookiest killer? Who is the spookiest? If you were in Dead by Daylight, right? No. We can't just straight up say right away it's this guy. The end, because then that's not how.
I don't know.
That's why we're gonna discuss it. We're not gonna go over each one. We're gonna speed through some, but I have a list of every killer that's a part of the game, including Skull Merchant Lady. And we're gonna run through them, and we'll maybe gather 3 that are potentially the top spookiest people in the game.
Spooky?
Scary, if they knocked on your door, you open the door, and it's hi, I'm Trapper, would you be oh, that's crazy?
Which one just looks scariest then?
Who is it, all considerations, look, their power in general, Trapper's scary, but you have to actually step in as Bear Trap.
I mean, it's Ghostface is just a guy with a knife.
I know, but
Legion's just a guy with a knife.
Sneaky, though, he's sneaky.
Well, that's why I literally can't hero. So is it more who do I think I can live? If I was in a trial?
General, everything contributes, because it also depends on personal things. If you're afraid of clowns, you'll think clown is the scariest, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he just throws bottles of fucking acid at me.
Yeah, but if I saw a big fat boy walk up to me, I'd already be a little bit frightened.
I'd kick him in his nuts.
If he could reach, he's a pretty tall dude, I think. He's a big boy. Could your leg reach his ball sack? Theoretically?
Probably.
Okay, wait, how far are we in this podcast? We already mentioned ball sack. We're near 3 minutes. I don't think YouTube will care about ball sacks. Alright, so let's start off with the first little killer I see here. The pig. What are we thinking? Actually scary
Pig ain't
killer?
scary. Pig ain't scary. Because she's just a girl with a little semi-knife.
But she sneaks up on you. If we're considering canon, in the Saw movie, she's always lurking, the pig henchmen are always in the shadows. They always come from behind you and inject you with spoopy serum and make you pass out. They're always in a closet behind a curtain. They're always hiding. But if we're not considering the movie or anything they're based off of, just in game, just a little sneaky little pig lady. So you don't think she's gonna make it to the top contenders of spookiest killer?
Absolutely not. Not in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, if it was a tier list, I'd say she's maybe CD when it comes to the spoopiness. Because I feel if you're a sneaky killer, there's some spoopiness to you. If she comes out around a corner out of nowhere, you're gonna get a little bit of a spoop. Alright. We mentioned him earlier. He's very sexy. He's very big. Clown. Alright, what do we think about Clown?
He's fat. And he has a little baby knife.
That is true. His knife is very small. I mean, it's not the size of the knife.
He doesn't scare me.
He looks very depressed. I kind of want to help the guy out.
He's just a fat bastard.
Hey, whoa, yeah, but,
I'd just get pissed off at it to look at his ugly ass.
You probably smell him coming from a
Yeah,
mile
it probably
away.
smells stinky.
Plus whatever's in his bottles. You'd say maybe less scary than the pig?
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I don't even know. Most of the killers ain't scary.
Whoa, well, you gotta consider, everything, even when it comes to their abilities,
Maybe Spirit might be kind of scary.
Well,
she just goes invisible.
Speak of the devil, she's up next, actually. So, yeah, nice transition.
And then she just goes invisible. She's, floating body parts. Crazy hair.
Her eyes are, fucking, just white, soulless.
Kind of knows where you are.
That's true, and like just her noise is like, it's like, ugh, get away from
Yeah,
me.
it's kind of spooky.
I'd say she could be a contender for maybe one of the spookier characters.
She's pretty scary, spooky.
I'll put her near the
Spooky.
top of the list, just so we have a good understanding. All right, so we got through 3. So far we're thinking Spirit. So far the list is the spookiest, more spooky than Pig. Pig's more spooky than Clown.
Pigs ain't scary at all.
All right, and you kind of hinted about this boy and, well, 2 girls as well. 2 boys, 2 girls. We got Legion.
Legion ain't scary, dog. It's just a guy with a knife. It's literally just a human with a knife. He's running, I can run.
Well,
Jesus.
when you think about their like lore, aren't they like a gang of like 4 people? Like,
well, yeah, but it's just one person, the only one that can get you. Go for you.
All right, what about if there were 4 of them, like in game? Like if there's
that's like saying
a mini cult coming after you.
You can't know because that's not how it works.
That's part of their lore.
Okay, well,
I'm not saying you're in a round of Dead by Daylight. I'm saying like if everything we know about this character rings your doorbell and you open the door and they invade your house, who's gonna be like, oh fuck, oh no, oh god, and who's gonna be like, okay, whoa, guys, chill.
No.
I feel like when you think about just dude in a mask, he's like, he's
just a dude in a mask with a knife.
But if there's 4 of them, they got numbers, they all have different masks. They all kind of look like, damn, edgy teens are about to beat my ass, I guess. So I'm not saying he's scary by any means, but I'm saying, like, when you think about it, you're gonna get ganged up on, Which I wish they would have actually, like, done that in the game. Like, have, like, multiple little dudes, like, have that be his actual thing. Would you say he's, like, just as scary as Pig, maybe? Or, like, less?
Less scary than Pig, more scary. He's less scary than Clown, too.
Ooh, damn, alright.
It's like, he's just a dude with a mask.
If we're only considering the one dude, yeah, less scary than Ghostface. Let's just bring Ghostface up.
Ghostface ain't even scary. He's just a black hood, white-faced guy with a knife. He ain't even get scary. Literally, it's just a dude.
Maybe I don't think he's that scary because I like him so much. Like, I'm a big fan of the movies. So, like, if I saw this dude...
Freddy Krueger probably freak me out because his ugly, rotten flesh face.
We'll get to him.
Ugly
face. I think... in the Would You Rather, I think Fleps asked, would you rather fight Freddy or Ghostface? And he said he'd rather fight Freddy. And me and Emma were like, oh, we could easily beat up Ghostface. Because in the movies, he's clumsy.
Short.
He is clumsy as hell. He gets the shit beat out of him in the movies. He gets like a fridge whacked into him. He fucking tumbles downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say because I like him so much, maybe that's why I'm not scared of him. Now, if he's like hiding in a closet, like talking to me on the phone, like, hello, Nick. I'm in your house. Then maybe I'd be like freaked out, but I wouldn't be like, oh fuck, oh god. So more scary than Clown or not scary?
He's not scary at all. It's the least scariest killer in my opinion.
Whoa, it really least scary?
Yeah, think about it. Who's scarier?
Who's scarier?
Yeah, think about it.
A lot of them, but let me look at this little list I got.
Who's less scarier?
I can think of now if we're basing it on looks, I can think of like 2 people. If we're considering like powers, I can only think of, like the whole thing in general we're doing. I think there's 2 people that are less scary than Ghostface, and they might be controversial. I think Plague isn't as scary. She could probably hurt me more, but I am not scared of Plague. I just hate her. Like, I'd be willing, like, in game, I'm not gonna hit a woman, but I'd be willing to punch her in the face because she annoys the piss out of me. And also, I've said this so many times, I do not think Trickster is scary at all. He looks like a fucking grown-ass K-pop man who just cares about his looks, and he's more of like...
He's more scary because he could throw icicles at you and kill you.
Yeah, but, like, Ghostface is, like, sneaky and,
you ever seen his Mori?
Yeah, but he's so annoying. Like, I'd want to be like, Ghostface would be like, oh, I'm backing the fuck away from you. Trickster would be like, all right, bitch, let's fucking go. I'll punch you.
I think Legion's the least scary, period.
I'll vibe with that, yeah.
Well, we do Trickster. Trickster's above Legion, below Clown.
Yeah, true. I'm more scared of the Clown. What about Plague? What are your thoughts on Plague? I already said my take.
Plague, she has a freaking barf. She could probably kill me without me even realizing it. She just throws up on me once, acid, melts my face off. It's probably above Clown.
Maybe above Pig, even?
Oh, yeah, above Pig. Pig is below Clown for me.
Oh, I had a Pig above Clown only because she's stealthy and shit. So, like, she can, like, jump scare you. Clown is like you're gonna see him from a mile away.
Clowns freak me out, but he's a fat fuck.
Yeah, I wonder how that would be. Like, you could probably outrun him. Like, if he's chasing you into like the woods, you could like run for 5 minutes. And be like, all right, I'll find somebody else. All right, we got everybody's favorite little Stranger Things animal pet. We got Demo.
Oh, Demogorgon's pretty scary.
His face alone, just on looks, he's like very fucking tall. He's a big boy, and he just like the dash at you actually is kind of scary. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like him just like jolting at you. Oof. What about comparing him to Spirit? Or I guess it's not him.
He's pretty much up there. He's up there. It's up there.
I think Spirit might be a little bit more scarier.
It freaked me out, like, because you see what it looks like in quote unquote real life with Stranger Things. That thing's freaky.
Plus, if you get like sucked into like the upside down, like that is just like so like depressing looking.
It's
and
freaky.
Like,
that's scary.
All the bugs
that's scary. He's up there.
I feel like this is aura too. Like everything that comes with him also is like spoopy. So yeah, I guess him and Spirit are like they both have their like pros, but they're like really different compared to one another too. Like Spirit's like ghost lady, Demo's like he's there in front of you, but he's just like a vicious he has no emotion.
It is a monster.
He's not a person.
It's a monster.
Yeah, so he has no feelings whatsoever. All right, speaking of monsters, big old hunk of meat, Oni.
Oni in his demon form is scary.
True, his like raw, like if I heard that like in my neighborhood, like far away, just a little like raw, I'd be like, what the hell's going on over there? I'd say more scary than Plague, but also at the same time,
yeah,
he's a big hunk of meat too, like Clown. So like, but he's like fast.
He's more than Clown. He's more than Clown, less than Spirit.
Yeah, less than Spirit.
I think Demo's first right now for me.
I'd say
Demo, Spirit, Oni.
I feel like the tension that Spirit could bring would put her top for me, but I can agree with Demo being scarier because like
we're going real life. I'd freak out if I saw a Demogorgon.
Yeah, but Spirit, you wouldn't even see her. I guess you wouldn't have time to be scared of her. You'd hear like noises, get a little paranoid.
I get freaked out, and then she'd just swing me with her katana, and I'd die.
Yeah, but also she's kind of pretty. You gotta be real.
Speaking of scary though, Dredge, bro.
Dude,
an entity of flying heads.
Honestly, I would put Dredge towards the top.
I think he's the scariest.
Better than more scary than Demo?
Your eyesight's gone. He makes your eyesight just go away.
True, you're in darkness, total darkness. It goes kind of like back to Ghostface for me because I love him so much, but I'd still be very terrified of him. Like, if I saw him in real life, I'd be like, oh, it's my Dredgy boy, but also
I just thought about it. Yeah, I just thought about it. Dredge is definitely the top for me.
Especially,
out of all killers. He freaks me out. It freaked me out.
Especially the variant, like the baby heads and all that. That'd be even more he's unsettling, because he's like the entity of like everybody's like darkest fears and darkness.
Yeah, it's Black Abyss, but it's like things like in a black abyss moving towards you.
He's like a killer. The entity in Dead by Daylight actually like created itself. Like, didn't drag from like something. He like the entity's like, this is my cousin, by the way. All right, we got which by the way, if you're listening to this, and you don't know anything about Dead by Daylight, the entity is like the big boss of Dead by Daylight, like who kind of controls everything going on in that little universe.
The end all be all.
Yeah,
the god
of Dead by Daylight. All right, we got, speaking of God dang, this killer kind of annoys me sometimes, but I kind of vibe with him. We got Deathslinger, big old country boy.
It's just a guy with a gun.
Yeah. I mean, if we're dealing with like...
Get up distance, you're fine. He's slow, his legs broken, I'm sure in real life.
That's true, yeah.
They're not... The speed of these people is more akin to real life. He's slow, his legs broken, he can't catch up to me.
But if he's got accuracy, and like he gets like close to you, that first shot, you're gonna be already sweating.
He misses, I get away. It's that simple.
Plus, I feel like he's like a Republican, so I'd want to punch him in the face. Yeah, he's... What about more than who would you say he's more scarier than? Clown or Trickster?
Clown.
So he's more scary than Clown.
Oh wait, no.
Or what?
He's more scary than Trickster.
Okay.
Less scary than Clown.
All right, yeah.
Clowns just freak me out.
I just think if it's a dude, if it's a Deathslinger with good aim, IRL, and he like hits me with that little like split second where he's like reeling you in, that's when the fear really starts to like start getting to you. Like, oh god, I think I'm gonna die here.
He hits you with the harpoon, you die.
No, well, like if you think about like if you're basing off also like in game, it's like, you know, you have that split second where he reels you in. So it's like before you actually get killed by him, you're like slowly just being pulled to your death. Like it's inevitable at that point. You realize it's over once like you get reeled. Like there's a slight chance you'll get out of it, but you'll probably bleed out. All right, we got.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say you can't get out of it. You get out of it, it rips out of you, you bleed to death.
Yeah.
He shoots you, you die. You misses, you get away. It's that simple.
All right, we have my baby boy. We have Trapper.
Trapper himself is scarier than his ability to trap. He's just Jason. Imagine Jason.
Jason with like this is like 2009
really,
reboot Jason. Like he plans ahead. He's a hunter. So you think he's like maybe like I don't even know.
He's about Trickster because him himself is scary. He looks scary. He's got stuff sticking out of him.
True, yeah, like shards of glass and shit. Would you say more scary than Clown?
Probably. I'd be more terrified. Ski Mask.
What about more scary than Pig or like Plague?
More scary than Pig.
What about Plague?
Plague just freaks me out. Like some Egyptian goddess lady that can barf on you and kill you.
I'll say maybe just a...
He has to catch you with his machete.
Yeah.
Plague just throws up on you.
He's like the most human character, I think.
No, he's not. Legion's a little human that with a knife.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Trickster's also just a human with knives
He's just
that he
buff.
throws at you. Nah, he's immortal or something like that.
No, I mean, Trapper is just like buff.
He's
like
not even buff. He's just taller.
No, he got some muscle on that boy.
No, he don't.
He got some beef to him.
No, he don't.
Yeah, he does. He's not skinny, but anyway, he's on the wrestling
he
team,
is.
bro.
Yeah, he is. Trapper. Oh, you talking about Trapper?
Yeah, I'm talking about Trapper.
You said Trickster, dog.
Oh, well, sorry. I was looking at that ugly little bitch. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, Trapper's big buff boyo.
Yeah, well, I mean, doesn't Trickster also have like some abs though? Like if we're going back to
Trickster's just a guy.
Trickster can keep up probably.
Yeah, well, yeah, Trickster's probably pretty fast.
Trapper could probably act like if he got a hold of you when he had no weapon, he could probably snap your arm off maybe, if he had the chance. Trapper's the kind of guy that I could see him like ripping your arm off and beating you over the head with it, and just not giving a shit, like just like soulless eyes, just like staring at you.
Hillbilly's kind of freaky.
Hillbilly is just his look alone is like, oh, are you okay, man? But then he can fucking run.
But it's also weird because he limps.
Yeah, I guess a chainsaw like he just puts a chainsaw on the ground and like cartoon motors him like he turns to like the Roadrunner. But God, bro, he's like, isn't he like the fastest killer like over like when he's chainsaw mode?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. Like I never thought about like he's track and field killer when it comes to like his chainsaw.
I just think he was a fucked up person.
Yeah, he's like like an inbred little guy. I'd say he's probably around the same as Trapper, maybe a little spookier than
probably
Trapper.
One below.
Oh.
I think he's one below.
Because it's like, he can run and catch up to you real fast, but with Trapper you gotta be careful, otherwise you'll get caught in a trap. So it's really like, run away or be very slow and careful. But yeah, Trapper...
What about Wraith?
Wraith is kind of like Spirit, but I don't think it's as scary because he can still go invisible, but you know when he's like nearby because like dong dong, you have a split second to be like, okay, I know where he is now. But at the same time, he has like his weapon is legit like a spine with like a skull attached, I think, or a stick with a skull. I can't really tell. Yeah. So like that alone is already like, wow, you know he's killed somebody. Trickster, or not Trickster, but like Legion, you know. Just looking at Legion, you would have never known he actually is capable of killing somebody. He looks like an edgy kid who, like, watches too much, like, creepypasta YouTube videos. But I'd say Wraith, because he can go invisible, maybe, like, a bit scarier than Trapper.
He definitely, yeah, he looks kind of freaky.
But I have Oni above Trapper. Would you say Wraith is less scary than Oni?
Yeah.
I feel like it depends, because, like,
honestly, though,
they're kind of different.
The where'd you put Nurse?
Nurse, where is she?
A girl that can just teleport to you, just blink to you.
I feel like she's not as creepy as Spirit, but can still do as much damage as Spirit. Cause like she's just like wrapped up in like, you know, like whatever's covering her face. But if she's not warping, she's really, really slow. But like all Nurse players do is warp. So I'd say less scary than Spirit, but definitely up there. Maybe even because like she's strong power wise, but like if you take looks into consideration, I'd say she's less scary than fucking Oni.
Yeah. What about well the looks Sadako.
Sadako looks not too scary, but like it's like a fucking super skinny, pale like kid, and some kids on their own. No offense, like kids themselves are kind of fucking weird. And she's been trapped in a well forever, so like she's like crawling out of that thing. You can't see her face ever except for that eyeball.
She like kills you if you watch the dang thing.
True, and I love watching TV, so you never know when I might get caught off guard. But nobody watches VHS anymore, so like I don't think she has the ability to kill. She gotta find like a CD or like a DVD or some shit now. She's gotta get into the streaming business. Imagine a killer that like if you watch their live stream, like they're like, all right, I know your like address now. I'm gonna come and kill you. That'd be nuts. Do like updated take on Sadako.
What about Blight?
Wait, hold on. We're going too fast. Where are we putting Sadako since we're mentioning these people?
Oh, Sadako, I don't know, mid.
Not as scariest trapper or scarier?
Less, just because she doesn't strike me as terrifying.
Appearance-wise, no, but like when you think about her Mori and like she has like that mind control ability to like.
But it's like you have to watch the tape.
That is true. Yeah, she kind of has to like you gotta kind of be stupid, especially if you go in like knowing what's about her. Like if you had to fight all these killers one by one, you know that like all right, all I gotta do is not watch the tape. But she has that weird like force field thing, which I don't get that.
I don't know. That's just that they had to give her a swing.
True, yeah, she can't just throw a little punch. I'd say maybe more scary than Pig, less scary than Plague.
Yeah.
All right. Who did you bring up after Sadako? Blight.
Yeah.
His jaw is just all that goop pouring out of him. The Blight serum. That alone he's already kind of like wicked looking. And also he's really fast, so you could put I'd say he's more scary than Hillbilly.
Yeah. And he looks freaky too.
He's like, yeah, he's not, or he was human. He's like in that
in
between.
Balls.
Yeah, it's like a human pinball. I'd say maybe.
He's pretty scary.
I think more scary than.
Kind of freaked out because it's just like he just zoomed at me.
Yeah. Plus, he was a scientist, so he's kind of smart. If you still have some of that brain left in there.
You don't have that brain.
Hey, I mean, it's all melted away. I'd say more scary than Nurse.
Yeah.
What about Oni?
Dude.
More scary than Oni?
Yeah.
I feel like Oni also has to go into that demon mode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know what he's capable of. That's why I'd be scared of him.
Yeah, I would still say Spirit's definitely more scary. Only because like Blight, you can only see him coming, which I guess might make it more scary. But Spirit, all you do is hear, and then you're dead, maybe. And then we saw. Wait, what? Let's keep track of time. 23 minutes. All right, let's speed through this. All right, we got Pyramid Head. He's a big buff boy, giant ass pyramid.
Giant fucking
sword.
Knife sword thing.
Barbed wire everywhere. So even if you don't get killed by him, you're gonna be hurting if you step in it. I'd say he's pretty scary, honestly. I mean, he looks kind of goofy when you just like look at him. He's like, how the hell do you see out of that thing? But I'd say maybe one above Trapper or one below Trapper.
Probably one above.
Yeah.
I think his power's better.
Would you say he's more scary than Wraith or Nurse? Because I have those two kind of near each other.
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna keep him. I kind of want to put him in between. I feel like he's a little bit scarier than Wraith.
Yeah.
I think he's also a little bit more scary than Nurse too.
No. Nurse, the potential she can just blink on you, stab you.
Plus she floats. She's dead. So you know you can't even kill her. All right, we got twins. They're
just freaky.
Yeah, but like when Victor runs at you, that little he can jump. That boy can jump. I'd say Charlotte on her own is like, oh, you're a freaky woman, but then you like bring out.
You just look like a weirdo.
Yeah, Victor, like you think he's just a baby.
You could kill it. You could kill Victor. They ain't scary at all.
That's true, but he's fast AF, my guy.
Kick him.
What if you missed? He bites your nose off. You're done.
I just kick him.
I think twins.
Twins are pretty low for me. Below clown. That's where they're
Below
right at.
clown?
Yeah, they'd be like below clown. That's just like right there.
Damn. I can see that honestly. But like in my opinion, I think twins are like slightly more scary than Sadako. Because they got teamwork too. Speaking of teamwork, we got Nemesis and his little zombies. Nemesis is just a big boy.
He'd probably be pretty scary.
In the
Probably like
cutscenes I've
Resident Evil.
seen, he just does not die. He is always busting through walls and shit.
Yeah,
So I
that's
feel
what
like
I'm
he's
saying.
up there with he's
Freaks me out.
maybe under Oni because they're both big.
I'd
Except
say one below Blight because Blight is just
ooh,
like, well, he can just whack me, just catch up to me no matter what.
yeah, true. Nemesis has to do quite a bit. Like he has to either hit you twice or whip you, but that whip doesn't kill you. It just like infects you. And the zombies obviously are very slow and never do anything. So yeah, I could see it. Just using just his presence is intimidating. Or we got Hellraiser, Pinhead.
Fucking freak. It's a freak.
Yeah, he is.
He pisses me off because of how much he pisses me off. I'd want to fight him, fist fight to death, even though he's just like a demon from hell.
Yeah, I watched
I'd want to kill him.
Hellraiser 1 recently, dude. He is a. We're only keeping it mainly in game though, so he wouldn't have any of his Cenobite little friends with him, so you can't get ganged up on with the chains, man. But
I'd want to
also,
just beat him up.
also his thing is though, like if we're basing off also the movie, you gotta play with the box in order for him to come and like fuck with you. So it's like a Sadako thing. I think he's more creepy than Sadako, but it's also circumstantial. If you just don't touch the box, you're fine. But in game, he's already walking around. I think his chains do damage. You gotta be worried about his chains. They are really annoying though. So at a certain time, you'd be like, all right, just kill me already. I'm done.
Nah, I'd try to beat him up with my fists. He pisses me off.
You probably could, honestly. I don't think like unless he catches you before you get close to him. I think you probably at least get a punch on him. You punch him in that weird hole in his tummy, his little belly button. I'd say he's scarier than Trapper because he is like a demon. Like he, you know. What about scarier than Pyramid Head or no?
I hate him. I'd want to beat him up. So no.
So
for
it's
me.
like how I like hate fucking like Plague. Like I'd want to just like beat the crap out of her because she annoys me.
I just want to punch him in the face. This little pinhead face.
You want to put him above or below Trapper?
Above because he's a demon.
Yeah. We'll keep him under Wraith because Wraith can still go invisible. And at least Pinhead looks human. He's just a really fucked up like the people at the circus that can do weird shit with their like throat and nose. Oh, we got Artist. Crow mommy herself.
I think she's hot, so she wouldn't scare me. I'd try to get with her. She a thicky. She a baddie.
I'm not gonna agree with you, but I'm also not gonna disagree with you. And I'm gonna leave that at that.
Next.
Where do you wanna put her? I'd say the noises she makes is weird though, like the
Okay, she a baddie. Next. Michael.
I'm more scared of her than I am of
Legion.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. When you say it like that, she's not scary. She kind of just looks like a slightly goth person who can control like crows and stuff. She's like Raven from Teen Titans. I'll put her under Ghostface. I'll still keep her above Legion though. Legion just like a dweeb. All right, yeah, Michael. Michael is just a human, but he never seems to die. Like you got to do so much to the man to get him to kill. He's silent in game. He's probably one of the scary killers because he's always he scares the crap out of me, man. Every time I face a Michael, he's always out of nowhere beating my ass. So I think above Pig.
Yeah, but he's just a guy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he's slow.
If he stalks you forever,
slow.
you gotta take care of him like right at the start. If not, he'll eventually get you. Alright, we got Hag. Hag, jeez, oh my god. Just looking at her, she's not too scary, but the fact that she could like put traps everywhere, more traps than Trapper's able to put. Or no, well, they're about the same, I think.
I don't know. She just looks freaky.
Yeah, she has that weird like claw. Like her one arm is like super long. It's like this weird like stick. I'd say more scarier than Sadako, maybe more than Plague. but
just because how freaky she looks, yeah.
do you want to put her like above Trapper and Hillbilly but under Pinhead? Because I feel like she doesn't look as scary as like a Trapper, but like she's just wicked. I think maybe under Pinhead. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna put her in between like a Trapper and Hillbilly. I think Trapper's more intimidating, but she is just weirdo. Alright, we got Doctor. Doctor honestly kind of scares me. I don't know why. He just
Doctor pisses me off.
That's true. But like he makes you like hallucinate, see things, shocks you.
Yeah.
His laugh is creepy as yeah,
That's
exactly.
all I hear.
Imagine hearing that like 10 minutes and then you just die. Like, God. Yucko. I'd put him maybe... Honestly, he looks a little bit creepier than Trapper. Trapper's like intimidating, but Doctor's like, I don't want to stand near that guy. So I'm thinking maybe like one above Trapper. Maybe like a little bit scarier than Trapper. Honestly, he could be a little scarier than... Nah, Pinhead's still like a demon. I'm gonna put him above Trapper, but like... under Pinhead, maybe in the spoopiness. Alright, we got Huntress. Huntress isn't scary. She's like kind of like creepy with like the lullaby.
She's a Russian woman.
Yeah, I'd say maybe, but she does have... She's strong. Like she can hoof that axe. I'd say maybe same category as like a Death Slinger, maybe? A little scarier than Death Slinger, because like she does have that mask. Like a weird rabbit lady. She lives in the woods. I'd say maybe she's a little bit scarier than Death Slinger.
The Russian tundra.
Yeah, true. She is Russian. That makes her a little bit more scarier. Just kidding.
I don't know.
I love the Russians. I'm gonna put her under Twins though, because I feel like Twins teamwork. Oh, we got Big Bubba. Big Bubba boy.
Leatherface.
He just pisses me off. Also, his only thing really is a chainsaw. Like, he has, like, no, like, supernatural powers. He's not that stealthy. And really, Basement Bubba wouldn't be a thing in, like, the real world, too.
Think about Texas Chainsaw Massacre Bubba, though.
Yeah, he's a big, tumbling... He's just a sweet little boy who just been led down the wrong path. There's, like, theories that he's actually, like, mentally ill and stuff. So he's kind of like, he doesn't understand what he's doing. He's just a troubled little guy. So part of me kind of feels bad for him. I bet you he's a big sweetheart if he didn't grow up in a family of cannibals. He'd be a chef, but not like a weird chef. I'd say maybe a little lower. Oh, well, no. I might put him right next to his stupid little cousin, Hillbilly, only because he does take the faces of people and then puts them on his own face. That's fucked. But Hillbilly's like really fast. Bubba's like a lumbering little clumsy boy.
He's just
I'd say a little under Hillbilly, but like if you were able to like spy on him for like a month and see what he does to like people that he takes, you'd be so disgusted and freaked out. Then he'd be higher. Alright, and now we got Freddy. You talked about Freddy earlier. Freddy Krueger, the man himself. He goes in your dreams. The only way you can like actually like stand a chance against him really is if you take him in the real world.
Sunburnt fucking wiener man. Wiener man.
Hey. He has a cool hat. He has a gnarly sweater.
He just looks like a freak.
And I bring this up all the time. The one in Dead by Daylight is Reboot Freddy, which he's more like sinister.
Wiener man.
He's more sinister and like evil than normal Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy. Robert Englund.
He's more of a child predator.
Oh yeah, that makes me creeped out, but it's also like I want to punch him because he's a weirdo.
Yeah, I'd want to punch him too.
But he is like dream guy. He's like a sleep paralysis man. Like if you're in dreams, there's really not much. You don't stand a chance unless you can like.
Just never sleep.
They try that. They really do. They really do try.
Pills.
Yeah.
Prozac. Well, you just kick his ass.
I'd say maybe a touch scarier than Hag.
Yeah, because he looks ugly.
What about Trapper? Scarier than Trapper?
No. Front Wiener Man.
Alright, the three newest killers in the game. We got Wesker. Looks
Wesker
wise,
doesn't scare me for shit.
yeah, but he
Wesker
does have the
pisses me
weird
off.
tentacle thing.
It pisses me
I
off.
feel like he talks too much. Like, you'd be, like, scared of him at first because, wow, he's hunting me down. But then he's like, you've really become... It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna put Wesker. Probably, like, in a bottom row, you know, with, like, the tricksters and the death slingers. I'm gonna put him... Honestly, I'm gonna put him under trickster. Which I hate to give trickster any credit.
He's probably scarier than that, but he pisses me off so much. I'm just mad.
He looks like a normal person. At least
Trickster
kind of looks...
I'd punch him in his face.
Well, you see what happens. They try to punch him in the face in the Mori, and he just, like, grabs you. But also, those little wormies crawling in you, that would, like, freak me the fuck out. If he got his grubby little hands on me. You know what? I'm gonna put Wesker above Trickster. Because when I think about the worms crawling inside of me, if he grabs me, that actually gives me heebie-jeebios.
He was in trash can.
Alright, Knight. He is somewhat intimidating, and he has his friends.
His little freaky little night friends.
He's like the silent killer, and then his three idiot henchmen just like run around and
make noise.
The one that beats up the generator, the thick boy, he's not scary. But like the laughy dude, like the jailer, like hey, that dude's kind of a weirdo.
The freak.
I'd say. I mean, he kind of looks not even scary. He kind of looks kind of badass, honestly. Except that like the hair dangling out of his fucking like eye socket.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I wouldn't think anything bad. I just think, oh, it's just a knight.
I would just think he's like a cosplayer.
Like freaking a knight.
We're thinking about scariness. He's more on the cool side, yeah. So I think. What about Knight going maybe like under Bubba, maybe?
Yeah.
But if you knew he was trying to kill you, then maybe higher. But just like overall scariness, nah. All right, and last but not least, the newest killer that's not officially out yet. We got the Skull Merchant.
For shit. She doesn't scare me for shit.
Love her.
She's the baddie.
I love her.
She doesn't scare me for shit. She goes right below.
She's with Artist. I'd say.
Yeah. She goes below Artist because her drones are underwhelming as fuck.
True, and plus Artist is not entirely human anymore. More like possessed, weird chick.
Yeah.
Skull Merchant's still basically human. Just I know how to use technology.
Really?
I have drones. I live in the 21st century. All right, so yeah, so looking at this little list I laid out, Dredge is in a category of his own.
Dredge is scary as fuck.
When you think about it, yeah, everybody on here, human or not, no one's like just a mass of darkness and creepo than Dredge. And I love Dredge. I would hang out with Dredge, but he scares the fuck out of me. He's a weirdo. And then like right under him, we got people like Demo. Spirit, Blight. I feel like Nemesis doesn't need to be up there. He's still intimidating, but I feel like I can move Nemesis like down towards like the Oni category.
I think Nemesis should be up there.
Oh, really?
That motherfucker's scary.
I mean, like, when I watch the cutscenes with him in Resident Evil, because that's the only thing I know about Resident Evil, because I want to see what he looks like in the game, he's a crazy motherfucker. He does not go down. So I guess, yeah. But I feel like the beefy boys in the game, like your Onis, your Knights, your Nemesis, I feel like they can be in a category of their own, but Nemesis definitely is more like the, you're not going to be able to do anything about me. I'm so sorry, kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, so yeah, with that being said, we can agree that Dredge, you didn't see that, viewers at home. You didn't see what I just did on my screen, that was an accident. Dredge is the spookiest little guy in Dead by Daylight. And I think...
Yeah.
I think we can all, yeah. Let us know who you think is the spookiest killer. If you were locked in a room with one of these killers, who would scare you and you wouldn't even try to fight? You would cower in the corner and piss your pants. Like a little baby. A piss baby. Thank you for watching episode 4 of the podcast. It's almost 3 a.m. Best, any parting words?
All the podcasts, please and thank you. Subscribe. Love you. Bye.